I didn't watch it, the Olympics, while it was happening, but boy, you couldn't miss this breakdancer from Australia. She has become an ongoing joke for just about everybody. There's memes everywhere on her. Late night comedians had a ball. She was so. It looked like somebody was just like trying, like had never done breakdancing before. It was imitating other people. She's in this green jumpsuit or this sweatsuit sort of thing. And at one point she puts her hands forward, her wrists are limp in front of her, and she's hopping like a kangaroo because she's from Australia. It's classic, by the way. It's a classic breakdance move. She scores 0.
Yeah, she didn't do
and
great.
Now people want to know, like, who was she and how did she ever get in the Olympics in the first place? What have we found out about her, Jake?
Well, her name is Rachel Gunn. So her stage name or her breakdancing name is Raygun. It's kind of a compressed version of both those names. She's a PhD teacher. She has a PhD in cultural studies from a university there in Australia. Her academic focus is on breakdancing and hip hop. And so what she was studying was, this is according to her thesis, the politics of gender and gender performance and how masculinist practices of breakdancing offers a site for the transgression of gendered norms naturally. I mean, that's what everybody would assume if you're studying breakdancing that you'd be into. So she starts studying breakdancing. She gets her PhD in breakdancing from this university, and then she becomes an Olympian because she has just this tremendous talent. But as it turns out, there's a lot of people who are not digging into. It's pretty obvious when you watch it, because I didn't watch it as it happened. I watched it after the fact. I sat down with my wife the night it had, we get the delay or whatever, and we're watching it, and my wife's like, wow, I think with 2 or 3 months of trying, she probably would be as good as this Raygun. And easily anybody could. I mean, she's clearly doesn't have the physical talent for breakdancing. She's not on her head. She's not spinning around like everybody else does. She's hopping like a bunny and doing silly things. But Joe, you found out that she's part of some governing board. She had some in. That's how she got to the Olympics?
So this was the first time that the Olympics had breaking. And so they didn't have a governing body for breaking because they've never done it before. So they basically farmed it out to this global dance group that typically governs ballroom dancing. Well, they had never done it either, so they farmed it out to each country. They reached out to each country and said, give us your best governing body for breakdancing, and then you guys can pick who's going to represent your country. So for Australia, Raygun and her husband decided to form their own governing body. So her husband was the president of this governing body. Nice. She was the co-president, and they did their own qualifying competitions to get into the Olympics. Now, not only did she win,
so great.
And I've seen the video, her qualifying video, and the person that she supposedly beat was infinitely better than she was.
Yeah, way better.
Anybody.
Yes.
People falling onto the ground having a grand mal seizure.
Yes.
Are better than this woman.
That's true. But not only that, it gets worse. So she talks in her bio at Macquarie University about how she wants to helped other underprivileged minorities and stuff like that. But she stonewalled groups because breakdancing was born in the black community, and so there's a lot of that in the culture. And she stonewalled several underfunded groups and wouldn't allow them to get funding to enter the qualifying matches. So she, as a white woman, kept black men and women from competing to qualify in Australia's breakdancing
allegedly, or actually, we know.
No, I mean, this is allegedly.
Allegedly,
okay,
sure,
allegedly.
okay, allegedly.
But it
allegedly.
happened. And so she, and then somehow her husband, and her husband ends up being then the coach of the Australian breakdancing team, and magically, her and her bunny hop, which you want to hear a little bit of just the reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, here's her. This was her 0 scoring performance.
And here's the final response from B-Girl Raygun. Looks like Mika took that first round. Is that a kangaroo reference, Ronnie?
I believe so. She's representing her country.
It was a kangaroo thing. Okay, I like that.
And they said
he likes
nothing.
that. I don't think he likes that.
I cut out 3 minutes of her performance. They said not one word. They're just like, what? And the crowd is going, what?
What's really funny when you're watching this, I'm sure you saw this as well, both you guys and the audience, you guys as well. when she's doing her bunny hop and her dancing, you're watching like the other girls who are breakdancing are legitimately good. There was a girl from and they're all like a third her age. She's 36 years old. The rest of them are like 17 years old. They actually are like spinning on their head and doing things traditionally associated with breakdancing. She's just doing none of that, and she's doing a lot of posing. Like she'll get in front of the camera, or she'll do like a bunny hop, and then she'll turn around and go, you know, she'll put her hand on her chin. And kind of give a little sideways glance as if that's a punctuation on a good move, just letting the crowd know she's done a good move.
There was one thing she did. I used to watch the Three Stooges when I was a kid, and there was one of the Three Stooges. I can't remember would lay down on the ground and then run in a circle. Yeah. I mean, they did a bunch of great moves, but that was one,
or whatever.
They would lay on the ground and then like all the way around in a circle. And she did that one.
She did it.
She tried to
do that one. Yeah. I mean, it was a classic where too bad she couldn't go to the other point, like, where your hand goes up and the person follows all the,
and then she slaps
right in the eye.
In the face.
Well, I like when she came out with a ladder and she turned and hit Mo with the ladder and then spun around and hit Shant with a ladder. Yeah, I mean, here's the great thing about it. This woman she's a professor who's teaching what is this nonsense?
Breaking and hip hop.
The obvious choice to represent. Okay, so it is there were these gender politics that could be explored and analyzed in breakdancing, just this mumbo jumbo nonsense, right? About, policing so heavily the nuance, different categories of different dance inspire the space to displace and territorialized gender. I mean, just nonsense world that she's in, and she scores a 0.
Do you think
that's one place that in the Olympics in Paris that wasn't woke? They're like, this
they got
sucks.
it right. Yeah. It's like, no, this can't happen. Do you think though? Does she actually think that she's talented, or do you think that she just said, "Hey, I'm going to do anything I can. I just want to get into the Olympics"? Or does she actually? She studies it. She gets a PhD in it. She's obviously obsessed with this culturally, having no natural talent for it at all.
Right. You have to think, right, good, Jake. So you're sitting there, she's standing there watching this, right? And she's seeing everybody else and how great they are.
Yes.
Is she so twisted in her mind to think, oh, what I'm doing is I'm going to shatter the standards, and because I really understand it, and I know it intellectually. I mean, does she really, while she's standing there, was she thinking, like, oh, crap, I suck? Like, I know I'm going to be horrible at this.
Or did she didn't know before. She knows
so
now.
self-grandizing that she's so smart and she's a PhD in this that, like,
I just can't imagine somebody of her lack of talent thinking that they are good, but she has a PhD in it. I mean, I think she convinces herself, I am one of these people. I am able to do this because I have studied it for so long. I just don't know how else you get in front of an international audience and do the Three Stooges move.
She has since come out because obviously she's well aware that she is an international sensation for her flop.
Yes.
She says, I was never going to beat these girls at what they do best, the dynamics and the power moves, so I wanted to move differently, be artistic and creative, because how many chances do you get in a lifetime to do that on an international stage? I was always the underdog, and I wanted to make my mark in a different way. My strength is creativity.
Well, she scored 0 on creativity.
She scored 0.
Well, listen, how often do you get a chance to do this? Well, when your husband's the president of the association and you're the co-president. You do it as many times as you want. There you go. Good for her. And Nate over there in the Beacon Plumbing traffic desk spinning on his head trying to get you home in time. Nathan?
Mm-hmm. Well, she set an Olympic record. No one's ever got a 0 before, so you got to